everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's go ahead and jump on into this tarot read. So guys, this is going to be for all the zodiac signs. It'll be a general read, and we'll see what message comes forward. So what does the collective need to hear about today? I can feel the cards jumping around already. Let's see what we got. Completion. Empty well. Interesting. I have this distinct impression of somebody felt like this empty well. Somebody felt like it's almost like they have been blood dried, like they couldn't take it anymore. Like something had to come to an end so that they could heal. So that they could get their life back. 5 represents change too. 5 at the top, of closing door. Whatever this is, it is a change for somebody, and I feel like it's a positive change. Like whoever had this sort of whatever, this empty well feeling, I do feel like they're going to find healing. They're going to find moving forward into some type of abundance. Spirit of the river. And I feel like these cards are speaking to the future that they're moving towards, because I don't feel a current energy with this, but I don't feel like it speaks to the past. I feel like there's some sort of adventure still waiting for this person. It's something positive. It's something that they're going to be sort of like manifesting themselves with their own self-confidence once they're able to replenish themselves, because there will be a time of sort of healing here before we move into this. It's like the beginning of a new cycle with that, the 5, the 0, 0 sort of about cycles. And that 5 is the change. We're changing and moving into a new time. It'll be a new time of abundance. The crossing. Initiation. You know, and I'll tell you too, I don't think we're just talking about one person's journey here. I feel like there's another half of this, and I feel like that half is connected to why this person's well felt so empty. This was like somebody who was sort of taking. This is somebody who was hurting. The crossing. I feel this like once it got to a certain point, there was no going back. There was no going back. And I feel a duality in this Fortune's Wheel too. I also feel like this Watcher's card ties into this. This is like some sort of a higher power. I do feel like this is most likely going to be karma, keeping an eye on a situation, because I could feel a duality in the Fortune's Wheel. And because I know that whoever's going through this time up here, they're going to be changing. Their wheel is going to be turning towards something more positive. But I feel like it's turning in a different way towards somebody else. And like somebody lost, somebody needing direction. But I feel like it's of their own making. It's like this is a situation that they created for themselves. I do feel like we're probably going to be talking about a karmic who's having some sort of karma come due. Horseman, Herald of Change. Whatever this change was, this completion, this thing coming to an end, this was the best thing that could have happened for the person who's going to be healing and moving forward. I feel like it's an opportunity for them to recognize the type of things they don't want in their life, and like a cycle that they will never revisit again. I feel like a clarity of being able to see something for what it is and move in a more positive direction. I feel in terms of relationships with other people too, this is like changed the way that they're going to be entering into relationships with other people. I feel like more assertive and like not allowing red flags to slide. So if somebody tells them something, I feel like there's like, they're going to know if it's bullshit or not, is the distinct impression that I get. And this is part of them creating something new for themselves, is being able to recognize something from the past starting to repeat itself. Somebody who they're running into who seems similar. It's funny, I feel one person learning their lesson and like being able to take something positive from the situation and heal and move forward. And then I feel the flip side of it, of this balancing act. And like, this is this other side, who the Wheel of Fortune is turning in the opposite direction, where somebody's going to feel really off balance. Fool's Embrace. Feel like that person moved in a foolish way. That person moved towards something foolish, something that was not stable. something that was superficial and sort of like vapid and vain, as something you can't sort of set down roots with, something that could very easily just turn to smoke underneath you. That's what somebody went to. That is what somebody went to. This is this karmic. This is their wheel of fortune. This is what's coming due for them. I feel like this person, yeah. This is like they gave into something that is going to wind up being chaos in their lives. That's how their wheel of fortune is turning. I was trying to place it. I was like, I know there's going to be this sense of feeling sort of like lost and like what to do. It's because whoever they moved to, because I do feel like it was a someone. I feel like he's going to be absolutely chaotic, who this person moved to. This person is going to be learning lessons from dealing with somebody who's not stable, somebody who doesn't have like this reserve, someone who isn't willing to give, because that's who they're moving away from. This one who is healing with the empty well. This is somebody who gives. This is somebody who values stability. It's somebody who values an even give and take. It's somebody who values that loyalty. And so they put that out. And that's why they wound up with that empty well, is because they kept trying to give, they kept trying to build. But it was like the other half was like undermining that. They were undermining it with all their shit, and it just became so exhausting. That was like, this change had to happen. This had to come to completion. Somebody's never going to put in what I put in. Somebody's always looking in a different way. We're looking to something that they think is going to be better. Whatever that person thinks is going to be better, whatever that person wound up moving to, was just chaos. Was absolute chaos. You know, it's interesting because I do feel like this person, to a degree, who this fool's embrace is speaking to, whose wheel of fortune is going to be changing not for the better. This person is almost a woodwife themselves. I feel like that's definitely who they went to. That's definitely the energy that they moved towards. But I feel like to a degree, that's who this person is too. Like they are someone who's going to sort of tell somebody what they need to hear to get what they think they want. I don't feel like they just do this in relationships. I feel like this person does this in lots of different areas of their life. They do it with friendships. They do it with family. They do it in their job as well, or with work. But they never follow through. This person has no follow through either. This is part of their problem. They're kind of flaky. They kind of go from one thing to the next. They won't settle down. They won't set roots. They won't put the work into anything. And I mean anything in their life. This isn't just romantic relationships. This is friendships. This is relationships with family members. And this is jobs too. This person does not put effort into any of their jobs. Gestation period. But the thing is, they were with somebody who could always kind of catch them. That was part of the work that someone put in and wound up with an empty well. It's like they were always there to catch this person when this person would get flaky on something. They were always there to sort of like clean up a mess. And now they don't have it because they went to someone who's just as flaky as them. They went to another woodwife. This is like two karmics hooking up. And nobody's willing to put the work into anything. I just feel like the perfect storm of everything falling apart and going to shit. That's the distinct impression that I get. And I think it's financial. I do believe it's like living situation. And they're going to have really no friends to lean on when all of this happens either. I don't even feel like their family would want to help them out when all this goes to shit. This person, and they are coming forward like this emperor. I think this person might have been an Aries. Sometimes this emperor can represent an Aries. But this person was, ego is the word that I'm being told. Very much in their ego, they do what feels good. They do what makes them feel good. They don't kind of care about what it does to anybody else. And they're always looking for like what's going to suit them best. What's going to suit them best? Like this Ace of Pentacles. What's going to get me the most out of a situation? That Queen of Pentacles, this is the one who's closing the door. This is the one who's having to heal. This is the one who's got a bright future waiting for them. Because this Queen of Pentacles is not afraid to build. The Queen of Pentacles is not afraid to put the work in. They're not afraid to be generous, to have that even give and take. Pentacles can be an earth sign. This person might be a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. But most definitely, it's someone who wants to build for a future. They enjoy stability. They enjoy, I don't know that I want to say routine or predictability, but they like that sense of safety. And like they know they've done everything that they have to do, or everything that they can do, and that's within their power to build a safe life. And this person is just like fucking flaky. Like you can't count on them. I don't know if this person lost a bunch of jobs and shit. They just never stick with anything, and it does bleed into relationships too. It was like never giving this Queen of Pentacles what she needed to be able to feel safe and stable in this relationship. She was always having to clean up after this person. She was always having to make up the difference when this person couldn't hold up their end. She was like always having to be this person's like white knight and save them from themselves and their own trouble. That Chariot card just tells me like she's moving on. She's moving on. She's not dealing with this shit anymore. She's like, I deserve better than this. I'm not putting up with this crap. I'm not going to like have a partner who I basically have to raise like a kid or look after like a child. Like I want somebody who's a grown-ass person just like me, who will contribute just like me, and someone who's like on an even level. I think she's moving forward. I think she is looking to a bright future. There's still healing that has to be done, but her future is bright. I feel that in the cards. There's lots of opportunity. There's lots of possibility. There's lots of happiness and stability to be had. This person is actively building their own legacy. And I do believe in a way that is financial. Like I believe it's in lots of different aspects, but definitely financially too. This person has no problem having to pay their own bills, being able to squirrel some money away to build something for the future. This person's always looking, right? Looking to build that stability, that safety for the future. Assertiveness. And I feel a level of assertiveness and that's what I felt in the Oracle cards already. Like it's going to carry forward into relationships in the future with this person and sort of like not looking after somebody else. If you're going to come into my life, you have to have just as much to offer as I do. And you have to be willing to put in just as much as I'm willing to put in. None of this wiping bums stuff anymore. None of this looking after adult babies anymore. She's done with that, whoever this Queen of Pentacles energy is. She doesn't mind being nurturing and caring to somebody who is nurturing and caring to her, but she's not going to just look after another adult who doesn't feel like looking after themselves. And that's who this Emperor was, deep in their ego. Deep in their ego, they're like a Page of Swords, but there's two energies that belong to this Page of Swords. And that is not just this Emperor, but it's who this Emperor is now involved with. This is like two Pages of Swords. Two vain, vapid, immature people who cannot get their shit together, who have always relied on other people to deal for them, and now they're left to each other. So nobody's going to pick up the bag. Nobody's going to pick up the responsibility. In this Five of Swords, I see them like trying to step on each other to get what they want. Like this is constant chaos, bickering, arguing back and forth. That was the chaos I was feeling in that Dust Devil. And it's like, because nobody wants to be the stable influence. They're both just like all over the place. The Magician card. They manifested this for themselves. This was a choice that they made because they weren't willing to look within and do their own shadow work and sort of recognize what they had right in front of them and step up to the plate to match that and to see what kind of a good life that they could have with that person. They were just looking for something shiny, something that felt good in the moment. And that's what they got. It sure doesn't feel good. I see a very not nice future happening there. And it's not going to last either. That's going to go to shit. It's going to be like chaos and conflict until no one can deal with it anymore, or one of them just finds another option to go to. Because that's how both of them are. They're both like that. Both of these people have no problem just like stepping away to go find somebody else. And it won't be somebody that they are in love with. It's sort of like, oh, you look like you can look after me. Okay, that's where I'm going. Like there's no other decision-making elements that go into it. It's just like, who can give me more? That's what I'm looking for. That'll be both of them too. They're both going to do it to each other. Let's see what else we got. Star card. I feel like whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, like this was hurtful for her. But like this was actually doing her a favor because this person is not ready to grow up. This person was not ready to match our Queen of Pentacles. It's like this person can't be the even give and take that our Queen of Pentacles deserves. Yeah. You know, and I feel like this, okay, yeah. Because all this shit is going to go to hell. With these two woodwives together, these two page of swords who don't look after nothing themselves. When this all goes to shit, somebody's going to be crawling back to this queen. Somebody's going to be crawling back to this queen and being like, looking for a handout. Looking for a handout, looking for her to pick up the pieces again, to look after them. And she's going to say, you fucking did this to yourself. She's going to say, take a hike. She's going to give them a piece of her mind, and she's going to give them a piece of some clarity. Like, you made your bed. Now you can lie in it. This is what you wanted. You weren't willing to put in the work. You weren't willing to make an effort. You just wanted someone just as vapid and vain as you. Well, that's what you got. Enjoy. That's the situation that you made for yourself. It's going to fall on deaf ears. Our Queen of Pentacles doesn't want to hear it. She absolutely does not want to hear it. I think, you know, and I'm going to say it too, I think she's going to be slightly pleased that this person gets their karma. That this person has gotten their just desserts, because they hurt her in what they did. They did this over a long period of time where they used her to clean up their messes. Instead of taking responsibility for their own lives, they took advantage of her kindness. They treated it like it was a weakness. And then when it didn't suit them anymore, you know, they moved on to something that was low vibrational. Something that was like this woodwife, someone who was just like them. And having it all go to shit like that is something that they earn themselves. And I think that's going to bring a level of satisfaction to her. And knowing that, you know, this person is getting their just desserts. This person is getting their karma. I actually think it's going to be like the closure that she needs to finally sever ties with the hurt and move on and move forward and recognize that it was a blessing, that this person is no longer in her life. I also see this when this person comes crawling back to her and sees the abundance that she has, because she'll have built abundance by then. This is just who she is. She's a builder. She's going to be like protective, like, this is mine. I don't have to share anything with you. Go and build it yourself. She's going to feel a level of justice, a level of fairness. That's what I felt right away with that Three of Cups. That's funny. This strength card is definitely for her. I see a lot of empowerment in this. I feel like deep down this is who she's always been too. Always had this level of power and not being afraid to sort of do what she needs to do to build the type of life that she wants. But this, having all this come about, having this person come back and disclose what happened, because she's going to find out exactly what happened. Because person's going to be trying to, like, this karmic will be trying to play on her heartstrings to try and, like, get that kindness again, get that nurturing in again, trying to trigger that. But for her, it's like the closure that she needed, and being able to see that this person is kind of got what they deserved. The Devil card. And this person is a destructive force. They're like, the word leech comes to mind. This person is like that. Whoever they go to, this is what they kind of do. They kind of just feed off of people. They take whatever they can get. Two of Pentacles is like not having this person in her life anymore. This Queen of Pentacles being free of this Page of Swords, this Emperor. This is helping to bring a balance back where it needed to be. This person just like burdens. They were always putting their burdens on other people, and she just gave the burdens back. She's like, take your own fucking burdens. You can deal with your own burdens now. And when they come crawling back, she's going to tell them the same thing. They're your damn burdens. They're not mine. I don't want them. She's going to be like this King of Pentacles energy. I just feel a lot of self-confidence in it. I feel a lot of empowerment, and I'm building my own life. I'm building my own stability. I don't need your crap, and I don't have to look after you. The Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands does represent a journey over time. I feel like this Page of Swords, this Emperor, is going to sit in this crazy ship for a while. Actually, the number 9 does come to my mind. I feel like most likely within 9 months or so, since this separation happens, is when all of this is going to go to hell, and this person is going to come crawling back. But by then, our queen has been through lots of changes. By then, our queen has gone through a lot of healing and a lot of rebuilding. This is just going to be the closure that she needs to finally shut the door on this chapter of her life and start fresh. Let's grab an energy card for this read. So we'll see what comes forward for our Queen of Pentacles. We got one card here, Sacrifice. I feel like this relationship, this connection with whoever this emperor was, it's like it had to be sacrificed so this person could move on and move forward. This is something our queen is going to realize as she gets further in her healing journey. And especially once this emperor comes crawling back and she hears all about it, she's going to realize this was the best thing that ever happened. Being able to sever ties from this energy was the thing that released her from it. This person was like an anchor that was holding her back and taking up space in her life where they didn't belong and where they didn't deserve to be. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day, everyone.